people, what up? What's good with y'all, man? Y'all see what day it is. Y'all know what time it is. And just in case you don't, man, it's April 24th, OTA Day, where we do what? We look at the card changes, man, and we talk about them. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you're new. Feel free to subscribe as well, man. We on the road to 4K. I'm trying to get in that algorithm one day. You know what I mean? We got big dreams and plans, and I need your help, if you'd be so kind. But yeah, y'all, let's dive right into the cards, man. So Sam Wilson, we got 9 card changes, right? Interesting set of 9 cards. Let's just talk about Mr. Captain America, man. New movie. You know what I'm saying? He made a few hundred mil. He's up. But Marvel Snap, we bringing him down a little bit. So it went from 2.3 to 2.2. It's interesting that they changed him rather than the Shield, because I feel like the Shield is the thing that makes him so good, right? It giving you free priority is I mean, he's the only card that does this, right? So it makes sense that he would have such a high usage. Now, it does have an impact, them taking away a power from him, right? A point of power, because I mean, let's look at all the 2-cost cards, right? Sort by power. I mean, obviously, man, Winter Soldier is like has the strongest baseline, bro. But I mean, it's very easy to get Sam Wilson, past 7, right? Obviously, there's other cards that can reach that height, like Morbius and like Craven, of course, and then Scream, who we gonna talk about. But I feel like Sam Wilson is hardest to counter because he's usually never the weakest in your lane, right? Even at 3 power, right? Like your 1-cost card is probably weaker than him, so it's hard to hit him with Red Guardian. And he gets so strong off of moving the shield. Sure, you have to play him, but it does go a long way. This 1 point of power, like 1 point makes or breaks a lot of games. I'm just surprised that it's not the shield that didn't get nerfed, bro. I feel like he's a lot more fair if the shield is 0 cost, 0 power, because even then, right? Like, you're still, like I said, man, you're still boosting him every time you move the shield into him or Captain. On top of that, bro, you got an extra ongoing card for Goliath, an extra spot filled up for Ant-Man, Dazzler, Spectrum. And, even cards like Mockingbird and now Strange Supreme, who eats the shield, just in case you're not even able to get your Sam Wilson off, right? Like, it's still a phenomenal card with the shield being 0. But that said, man, hopefully they make the right change one day. I don't agree with this. I think they should just take a power from the shield and we good. But what y'all think, man? Up next, little Scream, young Scream. Screaming Lady next, man. Screaming Symbiote. Took 1 power from her. I mean, that deck is really strong, right? Sam Wilson plus Scream plus all the Polaris and all them, right? Kingpin and all them. It's interesting, bro. I feel like, well, maybe because I use so much Luke Cage, y'all, I don't feel like that threatened by Scream, but it is really hard to deal with this card, bro. I feel like a lot of the times, man, you're never getting her into Shang range, right? Even if you move your opponent's cards like 4 turns in a row, she's only naturally at 8. So she got no, she's at 10, right? I'm tripping. But at the same time, bro, it's like, because your opponent is losing that 2 every time, it's like she's plus 4 every time. So I guess it does make some sense to take away a point of power from her in that regard. I feel like at that point, bro, even at 2-0, she'd be really strong, and it wouldn't like cause any issues for something like her being placed in the Mr. Negative deck, because she doesn't fit in that. But yeah, I definitely think she needs some change, bro. I think it's hard when you make Luke Cage really the only card that can deal with all of these, like, let's just type in Afflict, and then let's get out the 2-cost card, right? Like, Luke Cage is the band-aid to every last one of these cards. Some of them ain't showing up, like the evolved stuff, but so I feel like that kind of makes it hard to balance them. But I guess for now I agree with it. Like I said, man, you're still really getting +4 every time you move somebody. On top of that, bro, you're probably moving them into a kingpin lane or a craven lane as well. So it's really a lot more than +4 every single time. But if you get her late, she's always been bad. But I mean, I guess it means something. What y'all think of the scream? I think it was the right change, at least for now, bro. I feel like, and they did change Luke Cage before to kind of only make him affect one lane. And I guess we could. Nah, we don't really need to pull up the history. Like, he affects all cars now. At one point, he only worked in one lane, but he had like no usage when they made him like that. So it's hard, man, dealing with these affliction strategies. I wonder, what they have planned for that outside of the OTAs. But let me know what y'all think. The young Scream, Captain Carter, Mrs. Season Pass. It's funny, bro. I didn't think she was bad, man. It's just crazy how, like, nobody refers to her as pay to win, cheap, broken, anything like that. Maybe the 3 cost change is gonna change a lot of people's opinions, bro. But obviously, costing one less, being able to be played one turn earlier is a big deal. On top of that, now she fits with your Silver Surfer deck, so you could really clog up a lane with her plus Brood, and then you could probably still win it, because you're boosting the Broodlings, like, with Silver Surfer and then with Captain Carter, because you boosted Captain Carter. Right, and not to mention, man, a lot of those decks already got like Absorbing Man, Wong in them anyways. So she just made the Silver Surfer archetype that much stronger. I like her with Mysterio, like a little like bishop type deck, not necessarily a bounce deck, but just one of those hit monkey, where you playing a lot of cards, one of those type of decks, right? But I think it's a cool change. She has a very interesting ability where it's kind of hard to buff her, because I feel like she can get really out of hand, like if she costs too little, right? Like, you put her in front, somehow buff her a whole bunch of times, then you get like a 7 power Iron Man in the back or something like that, right? I feel like she's a really hard card to adjust, but I think this is the right change too, man. So, in my opinion, bro, they 2 for 3 with it. What y'all think, man? Y'all like Captain Carter? Captain Carter. Up next, bro, Infinity Ultron, man. They went ahead and gave him 2 power. I don't think this is the right idea. I think they just need to make the stones cheaper or stronger or better. It's all in the stones for Infinity Ultron, bro. And his cost. I don't think his base power is really that really matters much, bro. Because even off of a discount, bro, like, even with the stones, discounted with something like Quinjet, man. It's a lot of these abilities have been very underwhelming, I feel like. Obviously, man, you got the Infinity Stone and the Infinity. Obviously, they're all Infinity Stones. The Power Stone, and then where's the Wong? Right, the Mind Stone have been pretty good, but we already got Wong. We already have Shuri, right? So it's just kind of hard to justify using them, I feel like, because they cost so much naturally, and because they just feel very weak, bro. Is that just me, or am I tripping? Now, he might get a little bit better because Strange Supreme came out, but that got nothing to do with him, right? That's a whole different card. So yeah, man, I don't, all that said, y'all, I don't know if I like the 5/8, man. I feel like we gotta change them stones up a little bit, but maybe they do that at some point. They obviously looking out for the newer cards this season, man. We got Captain Carter and Ultron got buffed. They just came out, right? Up next, man, young Tox. A little bit more power on him. No explanation for him. Man, Toxin. now I think it's kind of hard to fit him in your bounce decks because you're so used to using Falcon and what's his face, Beast, that it's really like no room for him in there. This kind of makes him a little bit more viable in that, so that's pretty cool. Also, right, you can use some stuff with Devil Dinosaur. I seen like some Toxin Devil Dinosaur, little weird type stuff, where you like buff the dinosaur at the end of the game by playing like this plus Mystique plus like a one cost card like Maria and something like that. But I like this, bro, to make him a little bit more competitive and bounce. I really don't see him fitting in anything outside of those two decks, but we gonna see, especially now because there's a lot more strategies where you're really not trying to return cards to your hand because of Strange Supreme, Mockingbird, you know, all this like Goliath type where you want more cards on the field than not. Like a lot of these a lot of decks, man, you're really not trying to return cards to your hands nowadays if it's not a traditional bounce. But man, hopefully he gets some shine, some love, because of the buff. But up next, man, Penny Parker. I was already a big fan of Penny Parker, bro. I really wait, hold on. Oh no, yeah, they just changed the spider. I thought they changed her to 3 costs. I was about to be upset. But yeah, I like this, bro. Anything Galacta with Penny Parker, you gonna have a great time, man. You're gonna be able to compete, right? I didn't think she was bad by any stretch, bro. Like her plus Agony is basically like a Zabu Psylocke type of thing, man. And of course, right, like she fits obviously with Galacta, but just being able to not worry about having to clog up your lane with the spider is really sick. And being able to, like, she does so much, bro. I didn't think she needed a nerf at all. People just gotta stop spamming the same decks and use her. But man, I like it. Hopefully y'all use it now. Next, bro, Big Toe, Face Toes. They just went ahead and gave him 1 power. He's actually been growing on me a lot recently, bro. I definitely did think he was a little bit underpowered, but I feel like on turn 3, man, you can really achieve a lot with him, especially. But outside of like a turn 3 play, like you really never want to put him down. So I like this buff and power for that. But I don't know if it's gonna be too much, low key. Like I said, man, he's been growing on me. I used to think he was trash, right? But I've been having a lot of fun using this card a little bit lately. But I'm a fan of this little 3/4 1 power buff, y'all. What y'all think of Big Toe, man? Do y'all have him? He a series for it, so maybe y'all get him soon, right? Snap packs coming out real soon. Y'all get your hands on Face Toes. And last, we'll talk about Toxie real quick. It's just a minimal change. No longer his skills. That's actually very good, man. So now she could actually fit with Agamotto and all the upcoming cards that we gonna have coming out with all them spells and that type of thing. So shout outs to that. And then last but not least, man, last but most important in my opinion, Big Rhino, bro, finally means something. This card finally means something, bro. 3 cost 6, add a rock to your side. This is clear that they trying to make Strange Supreme strong with Rhino. But I mean 3/6, bro. We'll look at the 3s real quick. Like that's a good stat line right there. Like I feel like it's not a lot stronger than that, if I'm not mistaken, right? 3/6, right? We really only got Swordmaster and above that compete with that at their base power. So this is sick, bro. This is fire to me, man. Rhino, yeah, man. There's finally a reason to use this card. Like it's strong. It works well with good cards, right? Like you can do some weird Patriot stuff as well with just the 1 rock, right? Some some Sage stuff with Rhino. man, maybe some Wolfsbane if you really feeling fancy, bruh. This is cool, man. I like this. I like this a lot. Right, Viper. So much stuff you can do with this, man. But overall, man, I think this was a cool little patch right here. Like I said, man, I definitely don't agree with all the changes, mainly Infinity Ultron and Sam Wilson, but I think overall it definitely made the game a lot better, a little bit more interesting, man. What y'all think? As always, feel free to like I say, man, every time, feel free to subscribe, bro. We on the road to 4K. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.